because that's the most important part, right? Is doing that. I do want to see, some more of these scoops. The ball is hitting the turf here a few too many times for Detroit Mercy. They're going to need to continuously, work on that defense, but work on scooping it as well, because that's kind of where they've struggled a little bit. They turned it over on their own side because they couldn't.
Agreed. Sun Devils now back on the attack. Moving on the penalty box is Lydia Oldno. She dishes this one right back out to the opposite end. ASU trying to move in from the top of the penalty box. Oldno with a spin move. She cuts on the inside. Now spinning back, a great pass to the top part of the centering box. Lydia Oldno throws this one down into the cage, but gets blocked. Great job there by Perillo. And to be honest, I thought Lydia found the back of the net there. I thought that crossed the line for a second and just had a weird bounce out.
Yeah, absolutely. I did too. I thought it was right about to be 5-1 the Sun Devils, right? But Detroit Mercy's defense, and give credit to their goalie. I mean, she was playing a hell of a game so far. So they're going to need to just get some offense going, right? They got to get into the attacking zone, and when they get there, they got to capitalize on some of these chances.
Agreed. And Tegan Ning, the person who had 6 goals in her last outing, gets a 2-minute yellow card. Missed it, I believe they're going to say, on excessive blocking from Ning as they were trying to get a stop on the Titans moving upfield. And here's a close-range shot, but a great block there by ASU goalkeeper. That was Sarah Flobeck. She did a great job. That was another one-on-one opportunity she was able to squander there. Moving on the inside now for the Titans. Rotating to her right, I believe that's Emily Coyne. Ashley Dixon now moving in and cutting across the back end of the goal. Great stop again, however, by ASU's own goalkeeper, Sarah. Now Lydia Oldno moving up. I remember, you only have 10 seconds to get this all the way up to midfield from your own zone. Lydia drops it, loses it. And they're going to say there was a low stick on that one. That'll be a green card. 1-minute penalty will be awarded now to ASU. That was on number 27, Maddie Cam.
Our goalie is number 0.
ASU now trying to recover after the green card was issued to the Titans. Lydia Oldno now passing it along the left side. Dishing it back over to Izzy Hammond. She had another great outing as well in her game against Pitt. ASU now starting a new conference in the Big 12. They're doing a good job trying to make an impact, trying to make a splash here at home. They want to do it, too, against a team, too, that's kind of known for lacrosse. Detroit Mercy has a good history of having a great lacrosse team, especially in women's lax. And so far, they've done a great job on defense, yet the attacking's been a little bit slow so far for Detroit Mercy. They need to pick it up a little bit here. They didn't have a high-scoring game in their first outing. They want to kind of change the pace of that here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, their defense started in too relaxed, right? But they've picked up the pace now. Now it's just a lack of offense, right? And I think they're going to find that they've had some really good chances and some really good runs, right? They've set up some good picks. Sometimes it's just, the lid for the net is not there, and that's kind of what's going on right now for Detroit Mercy. But I absolutely think they're going to get a goal probably right here on this run. I really do believe that.
Agreed. Libby Kuckler moving this one over to the left side. Another pass right back to her. That'll be given to Ava Bandy. Some good cut moves on the inside of the penalty box. A lot of roughness, and tossing this one in is Ava. She can't find it. A little wide. That'll roll away. Detroit Mercy will recover. Lots of great movement so far inside the penalty box. A lot of great roughness. Pure raw strength coming from Detroit Mercy. Here's another shot over the head. That'll be no good. Give it right back to Mercy. They'll pick it up. ASU playing some solid defense within their own zone.
Only 20 seconds left for Detroit Mercy.
Great. 2:22 remaining here in the first period. ASU still leading 4-1. Detroit Mercy wanting to change that score a little bit as they try and head into the second period with the 2 minutes left to go. Ooh. And here's a big check. That'll be most likely awarded a card, yet we don't see one. That was a big hit there, however, by ASU defensive back.
Yeah, that was number 40 on ASU. Angelina Longo.
Great job there by Longo. Put a stop onto the attack on the back end of the net. Now get a quick face-off. And still awaiting. It's officially happening. It looks like the referee went over to the ASU bench to have a quick discussion. They'll pass this one back. They'll just get things kicked off again. Here's the center back moving in. Doesn't do anything. ASU will pick this up. They only have about 8 seconds to move this one to midfield. ASU trying to move as fast as they can. Lydia Oldno joined alongside midfielder, trying to move up. Some great stick work coming from ASU as well. Sun Devils moving in. That was a good pass. Number 7, that was Annie Halley. Annie passing this one over to the right side. You can see ASU's kind of loving the corners, showing a little bit of love and trying to move the ball towards the center. Great centering movement. That's great work, too. You have a lot of seniors, juniors on this ASU team, a lot of veterans that are used to playing the game. They've spent time here, and they know how to play. And ASU is a team that doesn't like to change traditions, and they're doing that again here. They like to play the style and the format that the game is meant to be played. And ASU's done a great job at working the fundamentals here, too, showing some nice little flash work as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I really like, how Lydia Oldnow is really, flowing with this ASU attack, right? And that's what she's known for, obviously. Ooh. But I just like her runs. I like the picks that she's setting, and she's had some really good scoops today as well. She's just doing it all right now, and even though it may not always show up in the box score, she is just an impact player.
And real quick, Jordan Bihar, she had an underhand shot that she took a rip on. That was blocked, but a great job nonetheless. She had a one-on-one opportunity with the keeper. Here's a 2-on-2 fast break for ASU, and that'll be time right there.
Figure it out, man.
That'll signal an end to the first period. The Arizona State Sun Devils lead the Titans of Detroit Mercy 4-1. We'll be back after a few short messages, and we'll be back after a few quick minutes of intermission. We'll be back in the second period to play. Again, Sun Devils still lead 4-1. Hello and welcome everybody back to Tempe, Arizona. The Arizona State Sun Devils taking on Detroit Mercy Titans here at the Sun Devil Lacrosse and Soccer Facility. It's been a good one so far. The Arizona State Sun Devils went up 4-1 early on. It's been a fun one. Lots of great gameplay going on. So far, the Arizona State Sun Devils have been aggressive, and same with Detroit Mercy. However, the attack for Detroit Mercy has been a little slow, but they're looking to pick up the pace here in this one. Attacking now is number 13 for Mercy. That's Jada Jensen.
I'm going to be interested to see how Jensen can get more involved here in this second period of play, right? She's someone that they're going to rely on heavily, and they're down 4-1. They need something, right? They need any sort of momentum that they can get.
Agreed. Here's Jensen, a little mishandling, but she's able to get this one back over. Mercy trying to spend some more time in the ASU offensive zone. Want to make sure they can add a little bit more pressure. 14:20 remaining here in the second period. Still lots left to play. Dishing this one around at the top of the box. That's number 33, Leah Bondnar. Passing this one in, good centering pass, spin move, and a great job by ASU.
Yeah, but that's what you want to see out of Detroit Mercy, right? Get into these lanes, make some traffic, because traffic will usually translate to goals for you in lacrosse, right? Didn't happen there. It was a little bit of a miscue after the spin. Great recognition by ASU's goalie, but that's what you want to see if you're a Detroit Mercy fan.
Agreed. Bella Ingrau, she was able to take this one all the way up to midfield. Now ASU into Detroit Mercy's own offensive zone. Izzy Hammond handling this one. Trying to take things slow again, but stay aggressive. ASU's done a great job at centering their passes in the middle part of the penalty box, and that's been one of the biggest game changers. They've done a good job being able to kind of read the defense a tad and be a little aggressive and find themselves in great spots to shoot some great shots, and they've so far landed all of them.
Barrett Brookfield is someone I'm looking at too, right? I mean, she's a veteran leader for this ASU squad, the senior from Highlands Ranch, Colorado, right? She's someone that this team is going to have to rely on, right? Like I said, veteran experience leadership is something that's hard to come by, especially in college sports, right? Because so many seniors, you know, a lot of times if a freshman or a sophomore is better, or even if they're just younger and same level, a lot of times, and it sucks to say in college sports, they're going to give it to the younger player. So that she's still here, Brookfield as a senior on the starting lineup is great.
Yeah, great. And it was a great job right here. You know, you saw Bella Ingrau. She passed it over. I believe that was to number 30 for the Sun Devils. That was Barrett Brookfield. She had a rolling shot right in front of the goalkeeper. She was able to land it.
Wow.
And that was a beautiful shot there. I mean, Arizona State couldn't have played it any better. It's what we were talking about. They're aggressive in the top zone of that penalty box. They find a way to move in, and they got a great shot there. It was on goal. It was beautiful. And 5-1 is the score. Arizona State stays up by 4, and now 13 and 8 seconds remaining left in the second period. Sun Devils doing a great job here, trying to impose their will on Detroit Mercy.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's exactly who I was talking about too, right? Brookfield, I said veteran leadership, something hard to come by. She showed it there, giving their team a 5-1 goal.
And oh my goodness, running like a runaway freight train is 23, Claire Boucher. I believe that was Julia Stanley. Not able to handle that one, and that was an aggressive hit. Great run there, however, by Claire. But she was showing that no one could stop her on that run.
Yeah, I mean, looking like Jerome Bettis out there. I mean, back in his prime.
The bus,
I mean, wow.
agreed. Here's Claire passing it around. They're now moving on the opposite end of the cage. Back out to the top of the penalty box zone. Here's number 5 attacking. That's Emma Heenan. She does a great cut move. Throws it on the inside. Top shelf. What a rip there.
I mean, what a move, though, by number 5, Emma Heenan, right, of ASU. And again, she's one of the young stars of this team, right? The sophomore from Milton, Georgia. I mean, she shows why she's starting for this Arizona State Sun Devil squad, right? I mean, just a beautiful kite from left to right, you know, a nice little juke move, and then finds the top bins, right? That is exactly the shot you want. Perfect execution, nothing that Detroit Mercy's goalie could do right there.
Agreed. Emma Heenan, what a great cut move. She moved on the inside, was able to find the top shelf, and she just let it rip. Arizona State goes up 6-1.
Yeah. Like I said, there was absolutely nothing that Meredith Leavell could have done there.
Agreed. Sun Devils doing a great job. And here's face-off. Sun Devils get it back. And sorry about that. Detroit Mercy will try and take it away. And they'll just let it roll, and they'll give that one away to the Sun Devils. Stick work once again, working for Arizona State. That's Kendall Morris now moving up towards the crease. Passing it along the back of the cage. Good work from the Sun Devils, again, utilizing their players behind the cage. They love their wingers. The attackers have done a great job. Standing at the top of the cage again is Kendall Morris. Trying to move this one onto the inside of the crease.
Yeah, I mean, ASU seems content with being attack heavy, you know, and that says a lot about their defense, right? They have a lot of trust in their defense. A lot of times, you know, they're pushing more than they're staying back, and I think that's kind of, you know, a testament to how good this ASU defense has been.
Arizona State's done a great job, too, working the inside arc. You know, that's one of the things that has gotten them so many goals already. 6-1 here in Tempe, Arizona. The Sun Devils done a great job defending and attacking from the crease. There was a one-on-one opportunity there. There was a penalty play, but for not great goalkeeping there by Detroit Mercy. Sun Devils now moving on the inside arc. Trying to handle it. Not a lot working. Lydia Olno trying to make it known that her presence is there. Great spin move, however, by Kendall. Morris shoots this one low. And Kendall Morris was able to find it. Took a second for the refs to actually confirm it, but Kendall Morris with a great bounce shot there. The Arizona State Sun Devils go up once again, 7-1.
Let's go, Ness!
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of concerning if you're a Detroit Mercy fan, right? I mean, you're down 7-1. The attack has kind of been, you know, destroyed, if you will. And from the 8-meter arc, right, they find it home, all starting from the crease, getting it to the arc, the inside arc, and putting it home. I mean, that is what the Sun Devils have been doing so well all year.
Agreed. They did a great job scoring there. Kendall Morris was able to find her opportunity. She took advantage of it. She did a great job, too, just kind of moving the ball upfield to get into the zone in the first place. She took it all the way back in my eyes, and she had a great shot on goal. So Kendall Morris doing a great job for ASU. 7-1 score now, 11:04 remaining, second period. A little bit of a battle between Anna.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Great battle there. ASU's going to get it right back on the stick, right? I mean, they're back in the attacking zone already, right? They took it from the wing into the attacking zone again, and this is kind of where Detroit Mercy seems stuck in the mud, right? They can't really get anything going. They can't really, you know, they've had trouble making stops. They've had trouble making runs. They've had a few quality chances, but eventually you got to keep capitalizing on them. It's not over yet, obviously. There's a lot of time to play, and I think Detroit Mercy, all they need is just one goal, right? One goal to just kind of relax and slow the tempo down.
And here's Lydia Oldno. She's coming inside of the arc right now. A great cut move, and Lydia finds top shelf. Lydia Oldno getting her second one of the night. 8-1 now for the Arizona State Sun Devils.
Yeah, I mean, this just seems like, you know, a David versus Goliath type battle right now. I mean, it's ASU is just running away with it. They seem like the more physical team. They seem like the more, you know, if you will, well-coached team right now, right? They came in and they're executing their game plan better than Detroit Mercy is right now. So Detroit Mercy, I think they need to calm down, right? They got to breathe a little bit. They got to talk about a game plan, and they got to fix something, right? And now you need 2 goals really to kind of get back into it, 2 or 3, but you got to get some sort of momentum on your side because all of the momentum has been and still is with this Arizona State Sun Devil squad, right? And that is something that is bad because we all know it. 1, you got home field advantage, and 2 is when the momentum is with that home team. I mean, it is tough to win the you know, any game in any sport, but especially lacrosse. So they have to get better at that, and they have to kind of switch the momentum.
Agreed. The Arizona State Sun Devils have done a great job imposing their will early on against Detroit Mercy. 8-1's the score. There's still a lot of time remaining, however, left in this one. The Sun Devils have done a great job kind of getting and playing around the fan zone. They've done a great job, too, playing on the inner part of the crease. They find a way to hit the inside part of the arc, and they love playing with the wingers on the sides. That's been one of the more vital plays that they've been working with all night long. You mentioned it a little bit, Ashton. But we're also going to start seeing players like Tegan Ning take a step in, the one who had 6 points in her last outing. You know, we've also seen Lydia Olno. She's stepping up once again. She's one away from another hat trick. And we have seen so much great attacking from this ASU offense. There's been some great attacking as well from Detroit. But one of the things that's lacking, however, has been their defense. They haven't been able to find a way to kind of make those plays happen inside the arc. They need to step it up if they want themselves to kind of regain their composure and have a chance to pull themselves out of this hole and get back in it.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you there. It's going to be interesting to see how they can, how they come out here right after a little bit of a break, and they kind of, what are they going to do, right? Are they going to kind of sacrifice the defense because they're already down 7 to really just try to get anything, or are they going to kind of stick with the game plan and just hope that their offense can find some sort of crack in this ASU rock-solid defense?
Agreed. Arizona State now and Detroit getting lined up at midfield for face-off. ASU now getting it right back. Sun Devils again being aggressive right after faceoffs. Anna Vigiloni recovering now at midfield. Handling it well, however, is Tegan. Tegan passes this one to Kendall Morris. On the inside part of the arc, not able to handle it, however. That was number 13, Lexi Gurin. She was moving on the inside part of the arc. She almost had a great opportunity there, too. If she could have handled it, would have been a one-on-one shot opportunity for the Sun Devils.
Yeah, now Detroit Mercy there. Oh, never mind. They turned it over.
Quick fumble recovery, one-on-one opportunity, and a shot, and it's in. Top shelf by Jordan Bihar.
I mean, this offensive performance that we are seeing out of ASU right now is unbelievable. I mean, really, this is something else. And ASU is kind of showing their dominance in the offensive and the attacking zone.
And Jordan Bihar finding herself in hat trick territory not even before halftime. Jordan now gives ASU the lead, 9-1 over Detroit Mercy. And this offensive onslaught has been phenomenal by the Sun Devils. Jordan Bihar, an attacker, was able to make one of the better defensive plays we've seen tonight, as she was just able to get a one-on-one fast break, and she made the most of it. The Sun Devils extend their lead, 9-1. ASU now recovering. Handling it is Anna. Anna moving upfield, passing this one to Morris. Morris handling this one well. However, join alongside her, number 4, Helen Park.
Good cut right there by ASU. They're continuously trying to make cuts all over the field. Most notably, I just saw one right there out of ASU's midfielder, number 43, Vanessa Ronsholt, with a good run there. They didn't find her.
Great. Here's Tegan now on the side of the fan. She'll pass it right back over to Alyssa Nicholas, number 24 for the Sun Devils. Here's Tegan again, back on the fan. She makes a great C-cut on the inside part of the arc. She passes this one through, and Alyssa Nicholas took a great shot, tried to go top left upper deck, but she wasn't able to find it.
Yeah, great job there. Not letting that one go in the back of the net by Meredith Levo. Great stop right there by her.
Great. Here's Tegan now. She's bringing this one out of the out-of-bounds territory. Passing this one back to Nicholas. Nicholas dishing this one right back over to number 21. That's Tegan Lowry. Handling it now on the back end of the crease. That's Jordan Bihar, number 12. She's the one with the hat trick so far tonight for the Sun Devils. First one, Lydia Olno. Should also be on hat trick watch. She's got 2 on the night so far. And we're going to see Jordan Bihar take a shot as she'll roll along the whole arc. She'll dish this one back over to number 20 for Arizona State. That's Lydia Olno. She takes a shot and finds it on the right side. Lydia Olno, hat trick has been awarded. Just mention it. She was right on the cusp, but she was also right on the cusp of the arc, took the shot, and was able to get the hat trick done. Lydia Olno puts Arizona State in double digits, 10-1 now.
Again, it's just dominance right now. I mean, Detroit Mercy, they're trying everything, right? They're throwing it all. But Arizona State, I mean, they're just not going away. They're not putting that foot off the gas pedal. They're playing fast and they're playing furious right now. And Detroit Mercy just has no answer. All the momentum is just lost.
Agreed. The Sun Devils imposing their will. They're doing a great job against Detroit Mercy, trying to keep this undefeated streak alive. Arizona State doing a great job. And Tegan Ning entered this game with 11 goals on the season. One of the biggest reasons for that was due to her 6-game scoring streak that she had in yesterday's performance against Pitt. And here's a wide shot just to the left.
Yeah, but you know what? That was a great job there. I like that offensive approach by Detroit Mercy, right? Obviously, they couldn't find the back of the net, but I really liked how they looked down. Toonie Mullen was right there, right? The freshman from Houston, Texas. She did a great job getting down there. You just got to capitalize it, and eventually they will.
Agreed. But as I was mentioning, too, Tegan Ning, she came into the game with 11 goals, 6 of them coming from her last outing. Sun Devils now, I believe Jordan Bihar is right on the cusp of possibly hitting that mark already. Some great offensive attacking here for Arizona State. Detroit Mercy's done a great job too. You know, you mentioned Toonie Mullen's shot. She had a great opportunity inside the crease. She took it, was just a tad wide. If Detroit can start getting on fast break opportunities, they can find their holes with this ASU defense. You can never be too complacent. Mercy still has an opportunity to get themselves back in this game. Still over 30-plus minutes of time remaining in the whole game. We'll see how Mercy can respond. 10-1, 7 minutes remaining in the second period. Sun Devils now handling it at the fan.
ASU, what I'm noticing here is on the attack, they like to start from the right side of the arc and work it around to the left side. And I think that's kind of an interesting approach. That's maybe something that Detroit Mercy will take in a halftime or in their next, timeout, stoppage of play. They're going to kind of talk about, because that's kind of a way that maybe you can expose ASU, the Sun Devils offense, right? Force them to work from the left side of the arc to the right.
Agreed. Missed opportunity here. Lydia Oldno, she's now on the left side of the fan. Moving along the back end of the arc is Annie Halley. Passing this one back over is number 12, Jordan Bihar. She dishes this one back out to Lydia. Lydia still at the top of the fan. She'll take a shot on the inside. She has a little breakaway opportunity. Looks like she'll get fouled.
Yeah, and this is more of, that tight-knit defense that I really wanted to see out of Detroit Mercy. They're not letting anyone here get into the inside arc, right? And that's the important part.
Lydia Oldno on an opportunity to score an overhead shot, but great block, however, by Mercy. Mercy trying to move it up. Good stick handling. Handling that one was number 27, Maddie Cam. Moving this one forward. Here's a 3-on-4 opportunity, and Mercy not able to handle it.
Yeah, that was a good stop there on Detroit Mercy's goalie, Caitlin Hendrick. There was a goalie change after the first period, but Hendrick did a great job there, the freshman from Ghana, Ohio.
Moving forward with it now, number 4, Helen Park. Helen running from coast to coast now. She's got a 4-on-5 opportunity, but this one will just be handed off to Jordan. Jordan handling this one on the right side of the fan, all the way on the wing. Now passing it back over to Anna Vigiloni on the outer end of the crease. Some good stick work now, just passing things back and forth. Good little rally between Arizona State's teammates.
Yeah. And notice what Detroit Mercy is doing now, right? Now it's kind of they're forcing them to pass it to the left side, and in these last 2 minutes of play, ASU, when they've been forced to have to pass to the left side, have kind of seemed lost.
Agreed. Moving on the inside part of the crease, taking a deep shot right in front of the goalkeeper. That's McKenna Riley. She's able to find top shelf as well. She took a one-on-one opportunity, had a fast break shot. She went free, rotated from the outer end of the crease to the inside, and she just found it.
Yeah, I mean, again, right, that was all from the right side. Like I said, you got to force them to do it from the left side, and she comes right from the right side, right from the right crease, all the way to the inside arc on the right side, and it just goes in. I mean, once again, there's nothing that Detroit Mercy's goalie could do there. Hendricks, that's just a tough battle to win, and ASU goes up 11-1 with 4 minutes and 20 seconds still remaining in the second period of play.
McKenna Riley with an excellent shot. Sun Devils now lead 11-1. Their lead is now double digits as well. The Sun Devils, 4 minutes remaining to go in the second period. Still over 30 minutes left of playing time. Looks like we'll have an early face-off, but they'll wave it off as Detroit Mercy will recover. Here's a 3-on-3 opportunity for Mercy if they can find it on the inside. A good C-cut and a bounce shot, but just wide.
No, I think that was blocked there. I think that was a really good save on ASU's goalie's part there. Katie Valley with a beautiful, beautiful save there. Detroit Mercy, I mean, they're getting so many now, like, decent opportunities. They just haven't been able to capitalize.
Agreed, and that was Leah Bodner with an excellent shot. She just missed it just a tad wide. Great opportunity here by Park. She'll get checked. Sun Devils will get back the ball. Here's Park now surveying the field, waiting the opportunity to throw. She'll dish this one back to her own goalkeeper. That's Katie Volley. ASU now moving forward. Lydia Olno now passing this one all the way on the left side. She'll pass this one forward. Handling it, however, on the left side of the fan is number 17, Anna Thornton. Sun Devils now playing the back end of the crease. Got to be careful now. Sun Devils going to be trying to look for that fast break opportunity again, rotating on the outside to the inside. And here's number 32 for Arizona State. I believe that was Addie Shevitz, and she rolls in on the left side of the crease, and she finds top shelf. And that cage is just being abused by the Arizona State Sun Devils. 12-1 in the second period. 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. Arizona State leading by 11.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm, Detroit Mercy, I might be thinking about potentially using a timeout here. I mean, you're down 11, so, That's kind of, you're in a tough predicament here, right? You're down 11, but you're not out yet. You can come back and you can still win this game. You just got to get on some offensive, you got to get on the offensive end here, and you got to just drive into the inside arc and just put one in the back of the net. Once you see one fall, that gets you confidence to get 2, 3, 4, 5, eventually 10, right? If the Sun Devils could put up 12, so can Detroit Mercy.
Agreed. And Arizona State moving forward now with number 1 after winning faceoff. That's Anna Vigiloni. And now ASU on another fast break opportunity, but this one gets squandered. Detroit Mercy is able to get enough defenders inside the fan before ASU gets anything done. And again, you mentioned it. Players are starting to move now from the outer end into the inside part of the arc and the inside part of the crease. Arizona State wingers are going to start trying to play up front. There's not a lot of defense kind of happening there with a lot of the wingers. Arizona State's trying to press forward now. A lot of different movement will be occurring as Sun Devils are going to try to get a centering pass here, but this gets squandered.
Yeah, I mean, ASU right now, they're obviously content with, passing it around on that outside arc, from about 18 meters away and then just kind of working in, and that's where they've had a ton of their success with just some great moves.
Here's Shevitz inside the arc, trying to take a shot, can't find anything. Passes it out to Tegan Ning.
When a yellow card has been shown.
And
it's going to be a simultaneous fouls has been called.
This will be awarded an arc shot. Upcoming now, Arizona State's Tegan Ning, I believe, is taking her shot. And they're waiting for it.
Now, you see, if Detroit Mercy can not allow this to go in, right, I think that's going to give them, a little bit of momentum that they, could potentially use to try to get at least one back here in this final period of play before we go into halftime. So.
Agreed. A little curious now. Refs are kind of holding off on the penalty shot. And they'll have another quick discussion now with ASU's head coach. Here's Tegan now. Win her penalty. Here she is. She rolls on the left side. Finds bottom shelf. And that cage, again, just being abused by the Arizona State offensive onslaught that they've been putting on. Tegan Ning finds her first goal of the night. And ASU leads 13-1. 50 seconds remaining here in the second period. Tegan Ning with her 12th goal on the year.
Yeah, I mean, this is this is, kind of becoming a blowout here. This kind of reminds me of the 1966 game between the Washington Commanders and the Giants, combined 113 points. It's an offensive onslaught, but just happens to only be for one team in ASU. But like I said, Detroit Mercy, I really don't think that they are necessarily playing bad defensively. They've had some defensive miscues, but I just think that this offensive star power of ASU is just, showing its star power.
Agreed. 5 seconds remaining left on the clock. ASU's going to try to get one more shot off before it ends, and they do! Oh my goodness! At the buzzer, Alyssa Nicholas! Are you kidding me? The Sun Devils extend their lead heading into half, 14-1. Alyssa Nicholas pulling it off.
Yeah, and that's going to be it. 14-1 entering halftime.
Wow.
I mean, look, Detroit Mercy can still come back. All right, you can't write them off yet. All right, I'm telling you. You can't write them off yet. Look, they're going to come out of halftime. They're going to play really physical. They're going to get a few goals back, and they're going to shift the momentum, all right? 14-1 entering halftime. We'll be right back.
Hello and welcome everybody back to the Phoenix Soccer Facility and Lacrosse Center in Tempe, Arizona. My name's Kai Jinagabas, joined alongside me is Ashton Sharon. ASU playing Detroit Mercy Titans. 14-1 is the score here in the third period of play. We're back after a brief halftime intermission. And Arizona State, again, leading 14-1. A buzzer beater goal scoring by Alyssa Nicholas, number 24 for the Sun Devils, brought them up to this point. So far, ASU has had two players as well obtain the hat trick. Jordan Bihar, number 12, as well as number 20, Lydia Oldno. She had a hat trick in her last outing as well. So back-to-back games with hat tricks. Detroit Mercy trying to pull themselves out of a hole. So far, playing along the back end of the crease. Moving on the inside. Here's a bounce shot, but blocked. There'll be a foul, however. Looks like we'll have an opportunity here to see a potential goal-scoring shot from Detroit City if they can connect. Here's Detroit City. Potential goal-scoring opportunity here. They want to dig themselves out of this 14-1 hole. They'll take a quick pass back. Detroit now passing it along the right end of the crease. Shot, and it's just a little over. A little bit of a miscue there by Detroit. Titans were not able to make anything of it. However, they still maintain possession at the arc. ASU, however, swatting this one away and getting it back. Lydia Oldno now. Great job moving this one forward. ASU now at midfield, trying to move it up. 5-on-5 opportunity right now for ASU. Make it 6-on-5. They're now in Titans' own zone. ASU handling it well. Some nice back and forth passing as well between McKenna Riley and Annie Halley. Now over on the left end, that's number 12, Jordan Bihar. One of the go-getters tonight for the Arizona State Sun Devils. Lydia Oldno dishing this one right back over to Bella Ingrau. She has a goal of her own tonight. Here's Lydia dishing this one right back to Jordan.
I mean, just good movement, right? Good movement by ASU as they work it, around the crease and just around the arc. I mean, this is 1,000% what you want to do.
Agreed. Here's Emma Heenan passing it on the inside. Rolling over to her right, however, that was number 18, Bella Ingrau. Moving in on the inside again is McKenna Park, and she shoots her shot, but misses this one just a bit high. Emma Heenan, too, joined alongside her on that attack. ASU moving along the right end of the arc. Here's Jordan moving along the back end of the crease, trying to find a centering pass. Here's a nice little shot, however, a nice stick movement. Goes for not. Was going for a little bottom shelf opportunity there.
Yeah, and there seemed to be a little bit of a foul there. Oh, and Detroit Mercy will get their chances. The time ran off, and time expired for Arizona State. Detroit Mercy, they're going to try to work, into their own attacking zone,
This one
but
gets
they lose
swatted
it.
away. Jordan Bihar now getting this one back, but it looks like we'll have a card on this play.
And again, I mean, Detroit Mercy, they're just making too many lackluster mistakes, right? Especially in their own zone. I mean, turning it over like that, down 14-1, I mean, is just something that you cannot do.
Agreed. ASU now controlling it on the outer end of the fan, trying to move forward. Again, on the back end of the crease, that's Jordan Bihar. Dishing this one back out to number 30 for the Sun Devils. That's Barrett Brookfield. She had a goal in her last outing against Pittsburgh as well, and another goal in their first game of the season. ASU again 2-0 on the whole year. They're undefeated, trying to continue the streak here. 3-0 to start out the year, nothing to scoff at, especially being in a brand new conference. ASU trying to make an impact. Now moving along the left end. Here's a pass to Lydia Oldno. She takes a top shelf opportunity and gets it. Lydia Oldno with her 4th of the night and the 15th of the night for the Sun Devils. ASU going up once again, 15-1.
Yeah, I mean, this has just been a dominating game here. ASU, they're just dominating offensively. I mean, Oldno, she kind of reminds me a little bit of Jen Adams, just so impactful. And just a wow factor. I mean, every time you get to watch her, I mean, it really is such a treat.
I agree. This has been a great game so far for the Sun Devils. 15-1, 14-point lead so far, a 14-point deficit for the Titans. Still trying to get opportunities here going. So far through their first game, Mercy wasn't able to break through the double-digit margin. They wanted to try and make that opportunity happen against the Sun Devils tonight. Been a little lackluster on offense. They want to bring out some more aggressiveness, be a little more tough, and they want more opportunities on the fast break. Mercy, they need to stop being a little too selective. They need to be more aggressive. They need to be go-getters, and Mercy, you can kind of see, was trying to change that game plan up a little bit, but you also can't be complacent. One of the reasons they lost the ball in their own territory, gave ASU the opportunity to score there. Now Mercy wanting to stay on defense, make something happen, and be able to get themselves back in the scoring column.
Yeah, I mean, look, Detroit Mercy, I mean, they just kind of get out of that oops mentality, you know, as Britney Spears just said, you know, they just keep doing it again. So, you know, I think once they kind of break the seal, you know, and they get at least two back, you know, they can make it interesting. They still could, you know, I still do believe.
Agreed. The Arizona State Sun Devils now handling it well. Number 20, Tegan Lowry with that one at the outside end of the fan. Number 43, Vanessa Ronsholt into the game now. Haven't seen much of her tonight. She's trying to make an impact. Here's ASU on the back end of the crease. Handling it well, however, but getting chased is number 17, Anna Thornton. Thornton handling this one well. She's going to dish this one right back off to number 5. That's Emma Heenan. Emma Heenan controlling it now. A nice little C-cut. Moves on the inside, and a great block there by Mercy.
Yeah, and that right there, Madison Klamow, there defensively, I mean, she was there behind the crease too, right? She's playing impactful. She's playing aggressive, more physical here in this second half of playing, and I really like that. I think that's something, even if Detroit Mercy doesn't end up winning this game, that's something that they could take in them, you know, into the next matchup.
Agreed. Mercy, a lot to learn from this opportunity. There's always more experience to gain. Arizona State Sun Devils, too, projected to be one of the better teams, too, in their own conference this year. And they're proving it. Arizona State's done a great job. 15-1's the score. 8 minutes remaining here in the second period. Emma Heenan now on the left end. Joined alongside her is McKenna Riley. Riley had a kind of a later second goal as well in the second period. She scored in the final 2 minutes. ASU now controlling it at the top end of the fan. It's number 21, Tegan Lowry. This one back over to Riley. Riley passes this one right back over to Anna Thornton. Here's Vanessa now. Right back to Lowry. Now back out to Heenan. 40 seconds remaining on the shot clock here. Here's McKenna Riley. She'll take her opportunity on the inside end of the arc. She goes for naught.
For those listening, there's 7:30 left in the game. ASU's working from right to left.
Here's Heenan now, trying to go for an opportunity on the inside end.
Yeah, Ness!
That was number 7, Annie Halley. And she gets fouled on her shot opportunity. Penalty shot upcoming now for Annie. And apologies, that was Tegan Ning, her second foul of the night so far. She scored her first goal of the night off another penalty opportunity. We'll see what she can do again. Again, she had 6 goals in her last outing. Here's Tegan Ning, one-on-one opportunity. Finds it on the bottom left end of the cage, and Tegan Ning gets her second of the night. And now another ASU player knocking on the doorstep of a hat trick.
Yeah, I mean, look, Detroit Mercy, they're running out of time here, right? They're running out of time to, you know, make a comeback. You know, they got to stop with the penalties, right? And then they got to stop with letting ASU kind of dominate on this offensive end. You got to shore up the defense, and you got to help your goalie out in these aspects, right? I mean, it's been tough sledding for Detroit Mercy on that defensive side, but also in net. But, I mean, Hendrick, there's really not much she can do when there's multiple breakaways. I mean, you got to help the goalie out a little bit.
Agreed. Arizona State Sun Devils extend their lead 16-1. 6 minutes remaining so far here in the third period. Just in case you're now joining us, my name is Kai Jenagabas, joined alongside me is Ashton Sharon. ASU, again, 15-point lead so far against Detroit Mercy. They're 2-0 on the year, ASU is. They beat Pittsburgh in their last outing 14-11, and they won their first game of the year as well, I believe 15-4. Sun Devils have done a great job being an aggressive team. Their offense is nothing to scoff at, and so far we've seen it from almost everybody out on the pitch tonight. Here's McKenna Riley. She'll dish this one back over to Tegan Ning. Joined alongside her again is number 17, Anna Thornton, playing the winging positions. Here's Vanessa. Vanessa passing this one out to Alyssa Nicholas. She scored a last-second goal at the end of the second period, a buzzer beater, if you will. And ASU just trying to move this forward and try to extend their lead. Alyssa Nicholas at the top of the fan. She dishes this one right back over to Emma. Heenan passes this one over to Riley. Riley right back over to number 17. That's Thornton. Trying to move on the inside part of the crease. ASU dishing this one over to the inside. Alyssa Nicholas can't handle it. And a hard hit on the inside part of the crease.
That one right there was a big hit right there. That was.
And laying down the cold shoulder is Lucy Anesi.
Wow. I mean, that one was Ray Lewis-like. I mean, wow.
And McKenna Riley will take her shootout. And 16-1 is the score. 5 minutes remaining here in the third period. And again, she took a hard hit on that one. And Riley's probably still a little shaken up here after that. Here's Riley now. On the breakaway. Has the opportunity. Finds it in the back of the net. ASU 17-1.
Yeah,
McKenna Riley.
This one's continuously getting away from Detroit Mercy, and it's getting away from them quickly. I mean, it's just, you know, they're trying everything that they can. They're trying multiple different game plans. It's just nothing is working. You know, credit to this ASU attack. Really, I mean, they have just played one heck of a game here tonight.
And McKenna Riley make that another ASU player who's knocking on the door of a hat trick. And Detroit Mercy will take their first timeout here in the third period. 2-minute timeout will be awarded. We'll be back after a few quick short messages during this 2-minute intermission.
Yeah.
Hello and welcome everybody back to the Phoenix Soccer and Lacrosse Arena in Tempe, Arizona. My name's Kai Ginagabish, joined alongside me, Ashton Sharon. It's been a fun one so far. Arizona State coming off another goal scoring opportunity by McKenna Riley. 17-1 is the score here at Sun Devil Soccer Stadium. Face-off now at midfield. 4:50 remaining in the third period. ASU wins the face-off.
Possession will be going here the other way to Detroit Mercy. Take it near the wing. Get it up near the top of the arc. Once again, Detroit Mercy is moving left to right.
Sophia Schwab with the recovery on that one, moving on the inside. However, for Mercy, number 27, that's Maddie Cam. Maddie Cam now on the outer end of the crease, trying to maintain possession for as long as they can. But ASU now is going to squander that opportunity, and they'll take it away. Mercy fighting back for it. It's a little bit of a scuffle here right at the ASU offensive zone line. ASU trying to get it, and they do. ASU now moving up midfield. Number 7 has it. That's Annie Halley. She's moving along the left end. Is trying to move it forward here. Here's Emma Heenan. All defenders now back inside of their zone for Mercy. Handling, it's Emma Heenan. She'll dish this one out to Nicholas. Nicholas passes this one right back over to Tegan Lowry. She passes this over to Vanessa. Vanessa dishes this one back over to Addie Shevitz. She has a goal tonight as well. 55 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Here's Vanessa. Back over to Shevitz. Dishes this one back to Lowry. Lowry will take her own move on the inside part of the fan. She'll dish it, an inside pass. Great job. And I believe that was number 17, Anna Thornton, who came storming in. She had an opportunity, but just couldn't get that one off the stick. Just kind of stayed in the bag. But regardless or not, ASU had an opportunity. Addie Shevitz now moving on the inside. And what power to that one. She let it fly. And a great block, however, by Detroit Mercy.
I mean, I'm just still in shock how Anna Thornton kept that one in her stick, right? I mean, that was tightly guarded by Detroit Mercy. She somehow kept it.
Great job by Detroit Mercy's defense, being able to squander that opportunity. Goalkeeper stepping out. Sun Devils now fighting for it. Stripping this one away is Addie Shevitz. Shevitz finds it. Now a one-on-one opportunity.
Great
moving
scoop.
upward is number 8 for the Arizona State Sun Devils. That's McKenna Riley. Riley will stop at the fan line. She'll pass this one back over to Shevitz. Shevitz, this one back over to Lowry. Lowry to Nicholas. Nicholas right back over to Heenan.
And again, turnovers, right, has been the big part of this game. That's where Detroit Mercy has really kicked themselves a few too many times in the bud, right? You know, that's something you just got to nip up a little bit going into next game, and it led to a big scoop there by ASU, and now they have it once again in the attacking zone.
Agreed. Here's Nicholas now moving up on the inside. She dishes this one back over to Shevitz. Shevitz now with a nice little spin move inside the arc. Guarded tightly by 2 defenders. Kind of got her stick stuck. Looks like we'll have a high sticking call on Shevitz. Apologies on Detroit Mercy, but Shevitz was involved. She'll take her penalty opportunity from the arc. Here's Shevitz dishing it to the inside of McKenna Riley. She gets fouled right in front of the crease. 17-1's the score here at Sun Devil Stalker Stadium. 1 minute, 27 seconds remaining. And McKenna Riley, don't forget, she's knocking on the doorstep of a hat trick. She's got the opportunity right here to make it happen. McKenna Riley trying to make things happen for ASU. Here she goes on the opportunity. Tries to go top shelf. Great block by Detroit Mercy.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great defense by Detroit Mercy's goalie. And Detroit Mercy, though, I mean, with the amount of penalty calls that have been called against them, I mean, you got to think they're just saying, where is our call, right? I mean, you got to give us one. And they have not really had many.
Looks like we'll have an illegal checking call here. That was on number 3, Caitlin Scamus. Yellow card will be awarded, 2 minutes. And it's the third period here with 5 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. 17-1's the score. Arizona State waiting now.
Yeah, absolutely. Detroit Mercy, I mean, this is a chance, right, where they can kind of at least give them some momentum, if not for this game, for next game. Just get some goals, right? Because, look, eventually, if you have the same record as someone, I don't know if people know this, but in lacrosse, in order to make a tournament or in order to, advance on, it's going to come down to record. Now, if you have the same record, it's going to come down to goals for and goals against, okay? So every goal scored here by Detroit Mercy matters, okay? And look, if you could get some tactics to work right now and you could see some game plan that really executes well for you offensively, I think that's going to give you a ton of momentum going forward into your next game and next few matches coming up.
Agreed. Here's Detroit Mercy now moving up on the inside part of the arc. Pass this one on the outer end of the crease. Trying to get a centering pass here. Leo moving up onto the inside, handling it at the arc now is Detroit Mercy. Detroit Mercy on the outside end of the crease. 66 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Mercy's possession. Mercy will pass it along the out end of the crease again. Trying to go for a centering pass, but not being able to get handled.
27.
Looks like there will be a green card on Addie Shevitz. 1 minute penalty will be awarded.
No, I don't care.
Yeah, and I mean, the Detroit Mercy fans seem to be growing frustrating here in this one. I mean, they're pleading for their team to just shoot it from almost anywhere. We'll see if they listen. But growing frustrating with this team down 17-1. But you got to get at least one back.
Green. Possession's going to be maintained for Detroit Mercy. Addie Shevitz again with the 1-minute penalty. And with that, that'll signal an end to the third period of play. Arizona State leading 17-1 against Detroit Mercy here at the Sun Devil Soccer Stadium in Tempe, Arizona. We'll be back after a few short messages. Hello and welcome back, everybody, to the Sun Devil Soccer Stadium in Tempe, Arizona. My name's Kai Jenagabis, joined alongside me, Ashton Sharon. It's been a fun one so far at the Sun Devil Soccer Stadium. My name's Kai Jenagabis.
Yeah, no, for sure. Sorry, I had some little technical difficulties.
Okay.
But we're good. We're ready to resume play here. And look, 15 minutes. If you're Detroit Mercy, you just want 15 solid minutes of play.
Agreed.
Right, that's it. Close this game strong.
And if you're Mercy, you want to end it on a high note. Sun Devils lead 17-1 with 14:40 remaining here in the fourth period of play. Arizona State's done a great job at being an aggressive attacking team. However, Detroit Mercy maintaining possession. They're trying to move it on the inside part of the crease. Here's a centering pass, and off the post. And that's a heartbreak and a half if you're Detroit Mercy. And here's a huge hit. And I believe that was on number 23 for Detroit Mercy. That's Emily, that was number 33, Leah Bodner.
I mean, that was a huge hit to Detroit Mercy. I mean, bringing the boom right there. I mean, wow.
Sorry, 26, Sophie Davis was the one laying down the hit stick there. Sun Devils regain possession back inside of Detroit Mercy territory. Handling it, however, is number 8 for Arizona State. That's McKenna Riley. Riley now alternating with number 17. That's Anna Thornton behind the back end of the crease. Handling it is Emma Heenan. Heaton dishes this one back over to Shevitz. She's back in after a green card penalty awarded for high sticking. Here's Claire Boucher. She's into the game as well. Emma Heaton handling it well, trying to make an attack happen on the outside end of the arc. Handling it as well as Annie Hanley. This one right back over to Lowry. Thornton dishes this one back over to Howley. She dishes this one back over to the front end to Eddie Shavitz, and she goes over her head. Another great goal by Addie Shavitz, and she has a hat trick as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a ton of Sun Devils here that have had hat tricks or are very close to it. I mean, this is dominating offensive performance by Arizona State. I really don't think there's any other way to put it, right? They've been the more dominant team. They've been the more, actually, I don't know about more physical team, right? Detroit Mercy's had some pretty physical players, but they've definitely been the more dominant team, and whether that's game planning, whether that's home field advantage, you know, you can factor in all these things, but they have a ton of talent, and that talent is showing right now. I mean, this is incredible.
Agreed. Arizona State has had 4 different players score hat tricks here tonight, and it has been an onslaught of sorts here at Sun Devil Soccer Stadium, just imposing their will on Detroit Mercy. 18-1 with 12 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Arizona State will start midfield, waiting on the face-off opportunity. Sun Devils have won almost every single midfield face-off opportunity that they've had. Handling it now is Anna Vigiloni. They'll move upfield. Arizona State loses possession. Handling it, however, is Detroit Mercy. Detroit Mercy now with a 5-on-5 opportunity, trying to make the most of it. Has an open player outside the fan. Detroit Mercy's going to take a shot on the inside, and this will roll right past the post.
I mean, Detroit Mercy's looking for, you know, their first goal since about, what, the 13-minute mark of the first period, right? Something like that. So they just want to see one hit the back of the net.
Agreed. Here's Caitlin Scamus now handling this one all the way up midfield. Caitlin dishes this one over to Vanessa. Vanessa handling it at midfield as well, trying to push this into offensive zone for ASU. Dishing this one right back over. That's McKenna Riley on the outside end of the crease. She dishes this back over to Heenan. Heenan dishes this one back to Alyssa Nicholas. Nicholas to Lowry. Lowry to Vanessa. Vanessa to Shavitz. It's kind of floating around the fan right now for ASU. All their attackers lined up in positions, trying to find something across the heart of the arc. Shavitz across fan pass. Shavitz now one-on-one. She won't do anything with it. 40 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Here's Heenan to Vanessa. Vanessa with a great cut on the inside part of the arc. She loses possession of it, gets it right back, and loses it once more. Detroit Mercy trying to handle it. This one kicked away. Heenan recovers. 25 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Heenan back over to Vanessa. Vanessa over to Lowry. Lowry passes this one right back over to Riley. Riley rotates on the inside. A great C cut. Riley loses it. Vanessa takes a shot, and she scores! Vanessa! Number 43 for Arizona State, Vanessa Ronsholt, with her first goal of the night, and an excellent one at that.
Yeah, I mean, again, just continuing this onslaught offensively. I mean, Arizona State, you know, this Detroit Mercy defense has had kind of no answer for them, right? They've been lost all day, and that's a little bit of a concerning factor for them here going into their next matchup. And looking forward in the season. You can't look lost. What I'm thinking is, do they go away maybe from the zone in their next game, right? The zone obviously is not working here against a really strong star-studded ASU attack, so maybe that's something you have to switch.
And Vanessa Ronsholt, one of the tallest players on this ASU Lax team, she was meant to be impactful here tonight. She did it right there. She was physical, aggressive inside the crease. She was able to make an over-the-top shot, and she was able to do so. Great job by Vanessa. ASU 19-1 against Detroit Mercy Titans here at the Sun Devil Soccer Stadium. 9 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. ASU gets this one right back. Sun Devils now back again, being aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, Vanessa, again, using her length on that face-off, right? I mean, able to get that stick higher than everyone else.
Agreed. 9 minutes remaining here in the fourth period of play. McKenna Riley now maintaining it, trying to dish this one inside the arc. Not able to do so. Here's Vanessa. Passes this one back out to Nicholas. Nicholas to Lowry. Lowry back over to Tegan Ning. Apologies about that.
Tegan Ng, I mean, freshman player of the year last season for ASU, so definitely a star-powered player.
Anna Thornton back over to Lowry. Lowry to Vanessa. Vanessa back over to Ning. She'll give this one back to Lowry. Dishing this one over is Nicholas. Nicholas to Shevitz. McKenna Riley now. Back over to Thornton. Thornton now moving on the inside part of the arc. Dishes this one back out to Tegan Ning. Tegan Ning with a fake, and she goes across the center part of the arc, and she scores! Tegan Ning with a hat trick.
Yeah, and Tegan Ning, my apologies, she was freshman of the year 2 years ago, the junior now, but she is just, again, showing her impact ability right there. I mean, she is unbelievable. She is so good on that attack, and proving it once again there from Richmond. That's her hometown.
And ASU says, do you got change for a 20? As ASU goes up 20-1. The Sun Devils in an excellent spot here against the Detroit Mercy Titans. Excellent performance now. That's their 5th player of the night with a hat trick. The Sun Devils working all sides of the field with all sorts of different play styles and all different sorts of players.
Yeah, I mean, this is just unbelievable, right? I mean, there's no other way to put this. I mean, a 20 pace, 20-1. It is all but over. I think we can confidently say now.
Never diss out a miracle. 21 now handling it. That's going to be Tegan Lowry. Moving this one back forward. Here's Vanessa now on a fast break opportunity. She can run all the way to the arc if she wanted. She'll dish this one just right back out to Tegan Ning. This one, Thornton to Riley. Riley dishing this one back out to Lowry. Lowry handling it, passing it over to Alyssa Nicholas. Alyssa to Ning. Ning dishing this one back to Thornton. Rotating along the back end of the crease. ASU just trying to find something that they can maybe pursue. Nicholas back to Lowry. Lowry back to Vanessa. Vanessa rotating towards the top of the fan. She's handling it. One-on-one opportunity. She's handling it at the arc. Can't get anything going. Now double coverage. Here's Anna Thornton. She comes raining in from the sides. And Thornton gets checked in the back. Waves it off. Thornton at the arc. Going to dish it right back out to Heenan. Heenan now moving in on the inside part of the arc. And she finds top shelf. Oh, my goodness. Heenan with an excellent amount of precision on that one. Finds the top right shelf. And she scores. ASU 21-1.
Yeah, no, this one might be turning into a little bit of a football score right now. I mean, two more points out of Detroit Mercy, and it's 21-3. I mean, this is something. This is definitely a dominating performance all around for Arizona State. Wondering here if they're going to, maybe take off that first team, maybe let that second and third team get a little bit more work in.
That was a great job by ASU. Heenan just let that one rip and let it go on the fly all the way from the arc. It's about 10 meters out. She did an excellent job just being able to find the top shelf.
I mean, ASU has maintained this lead for a long, long, long time. So,
ASU can no longer get change for their 20 as they're up by 20. 21-1, 5 minutes remaining here in the fourth period. ASU now back in Detroit Mercy territory. Mercy will take this one away, maintaining possession. ASU still playing with a lot of heart and a lot of grit. Despite the score, ASU is still hungry for more. Detroit Mercy now handling it. Here's Maddie Cam. She comes raining in. Mercy now in ASU's own zone. Here's Jada Jensen. She's handling it. That was one of your players to watch to start out the game.
For sure. The freshman from Hugo, Minnesota.
Arizona State playing some good defense here. Titans now trying to move towards the top end of the fan, handling its number 33. That's Leah Bodner. Now over on the left side of the fan, Mercy just trying to get something going across the center part of the arc. Handling it now is Gabriana Vasquez. She runs on the inside part of the arc, but great defense being played by ASU's number 19. That's Kendall Morris. She has a goal tonight as well. Looks like we'll have a penalty shot now occurring for the Detroit Titans. I believe that's Maddie Cam who's going to take her opportunity now. And a great block by ASU. Still not allowing anything to go. Now ASU gets it right back. Number 7 now going to handle it, Annie Halley.
Yeah, I mean, good movement, right, by ASU. I mean, that's a good move, right? She recognizes the trap 2 on her, and she quickly gets it out behind. So,
great. Sun Devils handling it now, too. Coming in is number 26. That's going to be Sierra Ryan. She's in now for Arizona State. Apologies, too, if there's any wind that's coming through. Picked up a little bit here since we've been in Sun Devil Soccer Stadium.
Absolutely windy day here in Tempe, Arizona.
3:15 remaining at the Sun Devil Soccer Stadium. Arizona State leading 21-1. And one can only wonder if Mercy has anything left in the tank to maybe send them off on a good note. ASU handling it now is Annie Halley. Halley dishes this one over to Thornton. Thornton back over to Riley. Riley moving along the back end of the crease. Tossing this one over to Shevitz. Shevitz right back out to, I believe that's number 15, Reagan Shipner. Or apologies, that's Izzy Hammond. Izzy Hammond now on the inside part of the arc, trying to get something going. ASU now moving forward with it. Gets blocked out. Addie Shevitz now trying to step in. She loses possession of it. Getting it right back to Detroit Mercy.
Oh, no. Wait. Oh, that's actually a turnover. Oh,
And behind the back shot. A little pass there. A little flashiness there coming from Detroit Mercy. 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. We're going to hit that 2-minute mark in about the next 5 seconds. Mercy just wanting to get themselves back in the scoring column and end this game on a high note. Here's Mercy now, playing well outside the fan. Trying to move forward. Can't get anything going towards the center.
I mean, looking for a pass. I mean, no one's there. You just got to make a run for it, and now they will.
Bonner trying to pass it over to Cam. Cam can't handle it. She'll knock this one free. Running forward with a pizza oven in hand. And looks like we'll have call one of the referees. A little confused, however. Trying to figure out the exact call. Looks like there'll be a foul on Mercy.
Oh, I'm gonna make her the best one ever.
And just playing across the street is the Arizona State Sun Devils baseball team. They're taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes. It's 3-2 in the bottom half of the second inning. And back to Lacrosse. Vanessa Ronsholt handling it. This one right back over to Thornton. Thornton passing over to Riley. Riley dishing this one back over to Heenan. Heenan to Lowry. Lowry now finding Nicholas. Nicholas back over to Thornton. 1 minute and 11 seconds remaining. 60 seconds remaining on the shot clock. ASU can't just dwindle time. Still have an opportunity to get one more shot for the end of this one. ASU now trying to move towards the center. Not able to find anything. Here's Keenan dishing this one right back over to number 1 for ASU. That's Annie Vigiloni. Dishing this one back out is Heenan. Heenan moving along the left end of the arc. Vigiloni handling it now. She passes this one over to Alyssa Nicholas. Nicholas steps into the box.
The zone is so. What do they do in practice?
And looks like there'll be another penalty shot upcoming for the Arizona State Sun Devils. Alyssa Nicholas will take this one. She had a very late second goal towards the bottom half of the second period, and she scored with only 2 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's another shot by Nicholas. This one gets blocked. Detroit Mercy not allowing another one to go by.
Yeah, I mean, good trapping here is ASU. I mean, they're just not giving up. They're trying to get possession back again.
And 2 seconds remaining left on the clock. And with that, that signals an end to the game. The Arizona State Sun Devils win in stellar fashion, 21-1 against the Detroit Mercy Titans. Arizona State with a great win, 5 separate players scoring hat tricks. A beautiful night all around for the ASU attackers. The defense was phenomenal. Mercy had one goal, and that occurred within the first 2 minutes of the first period and was in a dry spell ever since. Ashton, what are some of your thoughts on this game and how it went?
I mean, look, I think the ASU attack, I mean, they showed their dominance. They showed why they are a team to be reckoned with, right? First season for them in the Big 12, right? And they are proving why that, why they are such a good team, why they're projected to finish very high here in the Big 12. Conference play is going to be a little bit tough. That's going to be a real big test for Arizona State. But picking up a big win here against Detroit Mercy, that's something that they got to be absolutely really proud of. Now, look, if you're Detroit Mercy, you got to look at it and say, look, you just lost to a really good team and you played a lot of zones. So maybe if you switch it to a man, you might have a little bit more success. I just think that they were lost. They played a little lethargic today, and that was really the big reason for their deficit.
Agreed. Arizona State Sun Devils win it at the Sun Devil Soccer Stadium and Lacrosse Center in Tempe, Arizona, 21-1. My name's Kai Jenagabis. Join alongside me,
Ashton Sharon.
And thank you guys so much for joining us on Blaze Radio Sports on YouTube.
Cal State forwards. Okay.
Here, I got it.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, dude.
Hey, Parker, could we just get the 3 o'clock polo between Fullerton and Iona live on YouTube?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Yeah.
Torres puts the Titans on the board with 7 minutes 13 seconds remaining in the first period. Team scores, it's CSUF 1, Iona 0.
Yes.
Is it the Iona Cal game?
Yep. Yeah, that one.